Hey, what's up everybody, welcome back to another video. This video is probably just going to be a little bit of an update more than anything on what the next plan is with the car, because I'm still in a cast and on crutches and I now need surgery on my foot, so I'll probably be out of action for some really manual intensive labour sort of things. So for now though, just from what I touched on last video, I'm going to be doing the roll cage side intrusions and A-pillar bars. I'm going to be redoing those because I don't like how they are at the moment. And so yeah, so today what I'm going to do is just pull the seats out and the dash, and then just go from there and see what else needs to be pulled out just to make a bit of room to work in. Obviously I don't want to burn the seats and stuff when I'm in there with grinding and welding, and for the loom and stuff I'll probably just end up putting like a mat down over the top when I'm in there, so just I don't have to take all that out because it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but I'll see once I've got it all out. But yeah, for now I'm gonna crack into pulling all that out. Hopefully it doesn't take too long in my current state, but yeah. So I don't know how many of you have tried to work on the car with a one of these on your feet, but it is fucking a great time, I tell you. It's real good. I highly recommend it. What an ass getting these back seat bolts out while you have to sit down on the concrete like this and can't maneuver too well, but yeah, we'll get there. If you like watching people struggle to do stuff, you're in great company here. Watch this. Great balancing act right here. Let's go. Seats out. While I'm in here with the seat out, I thought I'd just show you guys my radiator lines for the back, just so you can see. So obviously they run, seat covers them here, so that's why they're not covered here, but they just basically go through the back here. I made this plate that they weld to. On the other side of this plate is it's just a big open square really, and it's got the two AN20 lines welded on the other side, so then the fittings just wind in under there, so you can just get them through the back wheel there. So yeah, that's how that goes. Anyway, better get the driver's seat out as well. Alright, now that I got my driver's seat out, I've been thinking of some stuff while I'm pulling it apart. Basically my driver's seat bolts to these rails here that I've put in, and I don't think it was an issue at the time, but using the car a few times now, even though I'm quite a short dude, like I'm like 5'7" or something, 5'8", 5'7", I don't want to exaggerate, I'm 6 foot, I'm 6 foot. My head still does get quite close to the roof there, so I'm thinking that while I've got the seat out and cutting some stuff out, like the bars and shit, that I might lower my seating position in the car just by an inch or two. The way that rail's set up, I might have to modify how that mounts, because it mounts like over top and then lip down, so the bolts go that way instead of down. So I might either get a thinner piece of box or just a flat and mount it straight across the floor. Undecided yet, but we'll get to it when we get to it, I guess. But yeah, seats out. What else did I think about? Oh, I've got this. I bought a new harness. I bought a new harness for me, just a driver's seat, before I went to last track day, just so it was something that was in date. Now the passenger one is out of date by a mile, so I'm thinking I might get another one to match this, so they'll both read obviously. So we've got a bit of some OCDs not so on my mind, so might change the harnesses on the other side too. But these harnesses require like just a hook style ones, so we'll go on those. I can't do it because I'm cabbage with holding a camera and doing that, but yeah. So I think while the seats are out, I might put some more of these hooks on the other side preemptively for when I get another harness. And I might actually, because I got some just pre-cut galv plates for the on each side, just for the you know, because you can't obviously go through a piece of panel steel, you need to have it plated each side. But I might actually cut out some bigger pieces of like 3mm, because I think that's the regulations, 3mm. These are 3mm anyway, but I don't know if they're, I think there's only 50 by 50. I think the rule might be 60 by 60. I'd have to look, but I might make some bigger ones anyway and plate it and then weld them to the floor as well, so they're not just like sitting there spinning, or not spinning because obviously done up, but welding to the floor in a bigger fucking area is going to give it more strength if anything happens, so I might go with that as well. But yeah, anyway, I might pull that battery out as well, because obviously I don't want to be welding and grinding near a battery, even though it's a dry cell, but don't want to run the risk of any of that. Fire extinguisher will come out. I'll probably leave the handbrake and the shifter and all this stuff in, unbolt the stuff off the dash, probably take the steering wheel off till I've got a bit more room to work with. I'm also going to lower the steering wheel as well, so I'll get the dash out and show you behind there anyway. So the battery doesn't actually have a handle to grab for me to lift out, but lucky I have enormous amounts of grip strength where I can just grab it and I'll lift it out of the car. I don't want to show you though, because you guys will probably freak out and report me to the government or something. But yeah, I'll do that real quick with one hand and we'll carry on. So it's out of the car now, obviously. Did it with one hand, you know. If you think I'm joking too, actually, just in case you thought I was joking. Yeah, that's out, dash next. Right, it's getting hot in this fucking shed, tell you. I need some aircon out here. So one thing about being a mechanic for like the last 10 years is you work on vehicles that have bolts and stuff in the most shitty positions ever, and you curse and all sorts, throw your tools because of the design. So the good thing about building your own car is when you make stuff, you can put bolts where you can easily access them. So I got a bolt there for the dash, one at the back here, on the other side, and that's it. Does it rattle a little bit? Rattles a little bit in the middle. Is it easy to get out and in? Fuck yeah, so we'll roll with that. Alright everyone, so I've got the dash out. Whoopsie daisy. It was a bit of a prick. Well, it wasn't very much of a prick. It was just the fuel gauge in there. Like, it was a bit of a prick to get the spanner onto the back to get the nuts out, but we got there. It wouldn't have been if I was capable, but current state is a bit of an ass. But anyway, so that's the dash out. I'll hobble around to the other side actually. Right. So that's how my steering wheel mounts to the crossbar here. It is a bit high, a fraction. Just I think I'd like it a little bit lower, especially if the seat's going to be lowered as well. So that's going to have to come out anyway, because these bars here, the A-pillar bars, aren't going to run as deep that way. I don't know if you can see that just because of the lighting. Maybe this side's better. They're not going to run so deep towards the firewall, so obviously this has to be cut anyway because it's going to be moved this way. But at the same time, I'll remake a new bracket to mount the steering wheel, the steering column too, and get it to where I want it. You know, it feels good. I thought I did it last time, and I was sort of hummed and hard about redoing it, but then I was like lazy mode, and I thought, oh fuck, I'll just do it. But it's now annoying me, so that's what happens when you fuck around, you find out. So the plan with these anyway, I think I explained it in my last video, but anyway, so the bar's gonna come, I want the bar to be about here, so probably 100 mil towards the back here further. So I'll have to replate the bottom here with some 3 mil again. This car actually has a lot of sound deadening in it still for some reason, I don't know why, but anyway, I might while I'm in here dig it all out. So yeah, another plate there. I'm gonna make the roll cage bar come up here closer, and then follow up probably a little bit closer to the A-pillar, but down like this way more, so it's not in the vision as bad, but not like so far this way that it's going to be interfering with like your hands and shit. And it's going to come up a little bit higher. This is really difficult at the moment. Like this. I'll just have a lay down. So probably the bin's not going to be there. The bin's going to be up here further, so it gets higher in the ceiling or roof, whatever you want to say, and then come across. So effectively the bar's going to be up this area, if that makes sense. And then it gives me a bit more helmet clearance and all that when driving. So yeah, and I'll redo the main bar across there too. So I might cut this, or I think it's just stitched, well glued. It's glued to the roof and then just spot welded either end. So I might cut that out as well and run the bar up, way up. So then I've got better vision obviously while driving, and it's obviously more away from just everything, and looks a bit tidier. So there's the plan of those A-pillar bars. The roll cage, the side intrusions, sorry, fuck, mixing up my words. Like I said last time, I want them to come out to the doors, so I'll keep the bottom bars in, obviously, and I'll just cut the 3 stays out there and the top one, and I'll bend up a new top bar that loops, that comes along, loops out, and then since the bar's going to be closer, just go straight into it and hopefully weld it on there. So that's probably all I'm going to do for the roll cage, because the back's not too bad, and I've only got 2 lengths of cage pipe at the moment, so I don't think I'd better change anything in the back anyway. Not that the back's bad, I'm pretty happy with the back, but I'll probably redo the firewall at some point as well, which means I have to cut around the tube, so whether or not I redo those stays or not, or clean them up, undecided yet. We just go with the flow. But yeah, so that's about it for the for an update on the car. Really, I didn't really want to do too much today because I've got obviously my surgery tomorrow and I don't get too involved, so this video is more or less just a bit of an update on the plan for probably the next one, if I'm capable of the next video. Oh, sorry about that. Fucking hell, stumbling. So yeah, I'll probably be out of action for a few days this week, but depending how I'm feeling with how this goes, whether or not I make a start, I'll probably come out and start cutting stuff out, so I'll get some content and hopefully have another video for you guys next week, next Sunday. So I'm aiming to put video out, like a video out every week, I'm hoping, as long as I can think of stuff to do. But yeah, that's probably about it for today. Appreciate you guys watching that watch. Hit the like, wish me well. Yeah, hoping it goes well, because this is a pain in the fucking ass. But yeah, anyway, cheers guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.